Hello, loves. Welcome back to the podcast. It's Nina with Passion Squared. And today we're going to talk a little bit about your content is your marketing. I am bringing this topic back because I was looking through some folders on in Dropbox and I found the series I used to do on YouTube called Q and Awesome. And that was probably one of the questions I got most often. And that was back in like 2016, 2017. And interestingly enough, it's still a topic I am asked about quite often. So, I know social media has gotten so overwhelming for many of us, me included. It's very different than it was in 2012 when Passion Squared started. And so I am going to, as is our promise at Passion Squared, do my best to simplify this as much as possible. So as you've heard me say a million times, or maybe you're hearing for the first time, it always starts with your Salon brand story. That is the foundation. That is your GPS. It's your nucleus from where you make every decision, including marketing. And of course, social media content is marketing. So when we look at our brand story, brand purpose, what problems are we solving? Brand promise, how are we solving those problems? Brand people, who are we solving problems for? And brand services and products, what solutions do we have to help solve the problems of our people? When we get clarity of that, we better understand our brand and who it's meant to serve. Because we have to understand who we are serving, what they value, what they care about, what problems they have, so we then can design content to help solve their problems, to create more value for them, which helps you build relationships, build trust, and ultimately, possibly turn those relationships into referrals. Because let's remember, this is all about relationships. It's all about word of mouth. It's just different from offline word of mouth, but it's all the same. You've got online word of mouth through content, and you have offline word of mouth through happy clients running around, right? So when we're creating content, we're creating it with that in mind, with who we are serving, how we are serving them, the problems that they have, what they value, and our brand. What solutions do we offer? Because when that connects, that's really where the magic happens. We have to go back and look at what we call the awesome client journey. And it really begins with intent. I want something. Search. I'm going to go look for something. Discovery. Oh my God, yay, I found something. And then I'm going to take an action, right? I could book, buy, follow, click, subscribe, or not. So when I come across your content, I, the person you intend to serve, you want to serve, I am part of your brand people. Is that content going to connect with me? Well, if I'm meant for you, yes. If I'm not, then no, I'm going to bounce. Now, one of the reasons this is so critically important when we're talking about your content is your marketing, and why I have literally been talking about this for 13 years since Passion Squared started. What I find most often, two big challenges that hairdressers and salons experience with content, and they're related. One is, I understand how much you love each other and how much you love talking to each other in the language that you use as a professional. However, if you are on social media to build relationships with clients, you need to be speaking to them, to me, to us, in a language we understand, not shop talk. And I see this happen often where there's maybe influencer educators that are creating content for other hairdressers, and another hairdresser sees that and just mimics it. And it's like, wait, you have two different brands. You have two different audiences. You have two different outcomes and objectives. So 1,000,000th reason why comparison is so harmful to your business and to your brand. So there's the, who are you talking to? What language are you speaking? And then the other is creating content that is cruel or shaming to clients. If your intention on being on a social platform is to build relationships and trust with potential new clients and existing clients, that type of content, that shaming, cruel, client shaming content is really bad for business. Unless your brand has a shaming vibe to it. 99.9% of the time, that is not the case. That is not the case. Yet I see it every single day. Every single day. We have to remember every piece of content we share, every piece of content we like, we comment on. People are seeing that. People that you may desire to come into your business. What is that saying about your brand? Is it aligned? Is it consistent with your brand story? So when we're looking at content, obviously, like I said, it aligned with brand. And then we go through kind of like some questions. Who is this content for? That's a great question, because that's going to help you get really clear and hone in on, oh, this is for clients, right? So we put our this is for clients hat on. What problem is this content solving? How does this content add value to those you serve? Whether you're serving clients, teams, tenants, what feelings do you want to inspire with this content? And of course, important question, is it aligned with my brand? And what result or action am I seeking? These are just a few simple ways to begin to focus, because that is one of your biggest struggles, to focus on what types of content will add value, solve problems of those I wish to serve, to help me build relationships and trust. So we've got the content and then the context of that, which would be something like a caption, right? So just like a story that is, whether it's a play or a book, or actually a salon experience, there's a beginning, middle, and end, right? So in the context of a story on social, this is an example I've been using for years. So we have the beginning, middle, end, right? We have these three parts, this kind of three-part structure. It all starts with a problem. We're identifying what problem there is, right? Then we're coming up with a solution, and then some sort of result or call to action. Beginning, middle, end, problem, solution, result. So let's do an example. Nina came in sad and ready for a big change, but craves low maintenance. The cut and color technique I use is perfect for those of you, talking to clients here, those of you craving a style that doesn't take hours in the morning to look awesome. Seeing the smile on Nina's face is why I do what I do. Thank you, Nina. The client. Thank you, Nina, for trusting me with your hair. I cannot wait to see your selfies. I can't wait to see you back in the salon. I can't, whatever that result call to action is. So I want you to think about that as you are not only creating content, but you're creating that context, those stories. One of the things that we've recommended for years and we recommend to our clients is creating a content storyboard. Because again, your content is your marketing and your marketing is your brand. So we always want to get back to our brand story and have clarity around the problems we're solving, the solutions we have for our clients, what they value, what's important to them. So you could come up with different categories, right? You could, because you, of course, already have your brand identity, which is the look and feel of your brand, but you can come up with different categories. In the new Creating Your Awesome Brand course for beauty pros that we began to quietly roll out in November of last year, we created an entire brand. It's an 8-module course. It starts, of course, with the beginning, building your brand story. And through each of the modules, I built literally a salon. I built a salon brand, a mock brand, so to speak, from module 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 to 8. And one of the modules, of course, is brand identity. So I built a content storyboard example using the brand that I built for the course. And it's called Light Salon and Head Spa. That's the brand I created. And basically their brand story outline, their purpose, the problems they're solving is that they wish to serve clients who have been felt unseen or unheard, have not been vibing with previous salon experiences, don't feel like previous salons were staying on top of trends, not feeling aligned with the values of the brand, clients seeking a more holistic, healthy approach to things. They're just not thrilled with kind of the toxicity of beauty products. The promise is to create a space and experience of belonging, empowerment with an edge, and feeling good from the inside out. We promise here at Light Salon and Head Spa that you will feel seen, heard, understood, beautiful, and confident. The people that this brand wishes to serve, modern, trendy, fitness and health food minded. They love a meditation and inner work focus. They're passionate about the planet and they value premium experiences. And then the solutions that we offer, the brand services and products, eco-friendly and modern hair color, cut and styling services, scalp therapy and head spa treatments, and holistic home care, specifically for color-treated hair. So that's the brand outline. So when I go to the content storyboard, having that brand story outline in mind, I'm going to create content categories. And in this example, we're going to have a color transformations category, which is going to, obviously tell stories of transformation and client spotlights. We're going to have an experiences category where we really hone in on different like head spa experiences and experiences outside of the salon that are aligned with the brand. We're going to have another category that's about empowerment, health, sustainability, and fashion, because again, that aligns with the brand story. And that's going to consist of some original content and some user-generated content, which is other people's content. And then the last category for this example is products, promotions, and events. And this is where we're going to share kind of like the cool stuff happening in the salon, whether it's a feature product, a story, a feature service, an event, a promotion. So we're going to make that our content storyboard. When we have that clarity of brand story, we understand what our folks value. We have our brand identity in check. We can create that storyboard, create those content categories that speak directly to who we serve and how we want to storytell through our content online. Your content is your marketing. There is no other way to do this effectively to help you attract the actual client you wish to serve, to set expectations, to manage expectations, to have the aligned values, and to keep your promises, right? Because this is what we're doing with that brand promise. This is how you're going to feel when you step through our doors. This is what the experience looks like. This is how we do things. So with those few very important, not easy, but simple steps, you will be amazed at how much simpler creating content is because you have clarity of your brand, because you understand who you are serving. And you can quiet the noise. You can get out of comparison. You can tap into the tools that are awesome, like Canva or the stuff you have available on your phone, or even something like ChatGPT, if you understand your brand story. Because with captions and content ideas, you need context, and ChatGPT is just going to regurgitate the same ideas and the same captions to anyone that says, I have a salon, will you give me some content ideas or caption ideas? There's no differentiation there. There's no brand alignment there. So for our clients, what we recommend is anytime you ask ChatGPT a question, you drop your brand story outline into the prompt. I'll give you an example. This is my prompt for content. Hello, I'm working on my social media content plan for my salon brand. Can you please give me 10 social media content ideas based on my brand story below? And then I just copy and paste that brand story outline that we just went through. Okay, then I'll say, hello, I'm working on a social media content plan for my salon brand. Can you please give me 10 social media caption ideas based on my content ideas and brand story below? So you see, we can use tools like ChatGPT, but the only way we're going to really be using them effectively is when we have clarity of our brand story. So the ideas that they're giving us, first of all, we can filter through them because they're not all great. Some are horrible. Some are amazing. And it allows us to differentiate our brand. And it's not the sea of sameness that I know frustrates people online. It does not help you attract those you wish to serve when everyone's content looks the same and everyone's captions are the same. That's not how we build a brand. That's not how we build a brand. So yes, use those tools, but use them with context. And the context is adding your brand story outlined to every single prompt. Your content is your marketing. Your content is your marketing. Every picture, every video, every story you share, everything you like, every time you hit that share button or that repost button, it is either drawing your brand people closer to you or pushing people away. And our promise here at Passion Squared has always been to help you find more clarity, more context, more confidence, and courage to make more aligned decisions for your brand. Every brand is different. Every brand is different. Everyone has different business models, different market positions, different desired outcomes and objectives. And when you stay focused on yours, you will be amazed at how much better you're going to feel and how less overwhelmed you're going to feel. We have an awesome course for our industry. It's designed for hairdressers, beauty pros, educators, coaches. The more we as an industry collectively start integrating brand strategy fundamentals in everything we do, I promise you it will solve so many of the most common problems we have experienced in our industry for as long as I've been in it. You are worthy of more clarity. You are worthy of less overwhelm. You are worthy of less confusion and less chaos. You are worthy of feeling more joy and realizing your dreams and success, whatever that looks like and feels like for you. I'll put a link to the course in the show notes. Of course, if you have any questions, you can find Passion Squared on the internet, passionsquared.net. You can find us on the socials at Passion Squared. If you enjoyed this episode, I would be so grateful if you dropped a rating and a review and share this with someone you think will find value in this episode. I'm so grateful for you. Remember to be where your feet are and have a peaceful day. Bye.